How long can I stay in my home without paying the mortgage?
Well, it really depends on the mortgage company. In Illinois, there's the Illinois mortgage foreclosure law, which dictates what mortgage companies have to do to get the property back into their name and be able to evict. In Illinois, it's running at least, or I shouldn't say at least, approximately 1 year if somebody does nothing. If somebody defends the foreclosure and makes the mortgage company prove their case, you can probably get some additional months in that regard. But it all starts from the service of the summons. So until the mortgage company decides to take action, it's kind of like the big unknown. You're okay until they start.
And from the time
they start, from the time you're served with the summons,
right,
there's a couple different redemption periods. They have to wait at least 7 months before they can get a judgment. You have another 3 months after the judgment before it can be set for a sheriff's sale. They have to go back into court to get the sheriff's sale approved. And all along the way, you can be defending this action and getting additional time. So it's really a hard thing to say. I have some cases right now that are in foreclosure where the mortgage company has dropped the ball. These cases have fallen through the cracks. Clients call me up and say, "What's going on with my case?" Nothing.
They haven't done anything, even though
they've
started it.
They've started it. They might even be close to being finished, but they're not pulling the trigger on the finality. And it could be because we're going into the winter months. They don't want to have a vacant home. They want someone to preserve it and safekeep it. And what better than to have the homeowner in there? You know they're going to protect it, as opposed to evicting and then worrying about securing the property. So there's all kinds of different theories on why the mortgage companies are either dragging their feet or in some cases dropping the ball completely.
But sometimes with these foreclosure defenses, there's legitimate defense. For example, the mortgage company didn't do what they were supposed to do, or they didn't sign where they were supposed to do, or they did robo-signing, or any things like that, which would undercut that would be their defense to the foreclosure.
Yeah, there are certain defenses, but more likely than not, the mortgage companies, especially today, are getting better and better with proving the documentation, having all their ducks in a row, and making sure that they have the right to foreclose. And following the procedures is very important too. You want to make sure that that you're served with documentation. We've had clients that are living in the property and the mortgage company has decided to publish the notice in the newspaper as opposed to serving them in the home. So there's little things like that that you can bring up as a defense that will gain you additional time and actually make the mortgage company do their job.